Well, y'all know me, I'm not a great public speaker. That's not something I enjoy doing, but you do what you gotta do, right? Good evening to all of you, members of City Council and Supervisors and County Administrator and City Manager. I'm not sure who that is. Nice to see you, sir. I appreciate the opportunity to be here with you all this evening. I've brought with me two of my senior staff members, Brenda McAllister and Julie Douglas, little moral support in giving them a taste of a glimpse of their future, perhaps. I'm here this evening to request funding for an additional full-time position. We are currently funded in the clerk's office with 6 full-time positions, and that includes 5 deputies and the clerk. When I was doing my budget this year for the comp board, according to their staffing standards and workload measures, our average workload over the past 3 years has increased 7.5%. Based on this information of current workload and staffing standards, this office should have at least 7.03 positions. At this time, I have part-time funding that we receive in the amount of $13,500. My recommendation would be to convert the part-time funding that I currently receive to a full-time position at the minimum pay rate of $25,422. And that amount is based on the comp board pay classification scales. That is the minimum amount that I can pay a deputy clerk according to their classification and pay plan. The difference of the full-time and part-time would be $11,922 plus fringe benefits of $2,037. So it would result in new money of $13,959. In considering our request, I ask that you keep in mind that the clerk's office is a core governmental office. We provide extensive services to our constituents, citizens, and legal public. We collect substantial revenues for the localities and local fees and are responsible for dispersing these fees accordingly. We, of course, provide all mandated services that are required of this office, and we additionally provide services that are not mandated. And some of those services include processing passports, and I'm sure some of you have been in the office to process your passport. If we didn't do this service, we don't receive, the localities receive no money for us doing it. We do it as a courtesy, because if we didn't provide it, our citizens in Alleghany and Covington, Iron Gate, Clifton Forge would have to go to Botetourt County or Bath County to get the services in order to process a passport. We continue to provide or issue game licenses. We don't do that many now, but we still have those residents that have been coming to the clerk's office since I've been in the clerk's office, and some of you know how long that's been, that want us to issue their license because they like the service they receive in the clerk's office. We have an excellent staff in there. Like I said, we have 5 full-time deputies, a part-time deputy, and myself. We also assist citizens in the record room for research, for land records and genealogy, and that requires a lot of our time. Technology, of course, is expanding rapidly, and it takes a lot to keep up with it. We know by having a cell phone. I just recently got a smartphone back in the fall of 2018. I had a flip phone, so you can imagine what I went through with the smartphone, but I had these folks to help me. It's wonderful, it really is. We are getting ready to implement a new system involving case imaging. And this system is being utilized statewide through the circuit courts. Right now, we are probably within the last 20% of utilizing this system. What this is actually, we will be converting our paper records and files to digital records. And as most of you know that are out in the workforce and industry, everybody's going paperless. I don't think we will be paperless for quite some time, and I can pretty much tell you as long as I'm in there, we probably won't be paperless for a while. But you have to get to that point. And the conversion of the records do have many benefits. You know, it's a matter of convenience. The information is stored on our PCs. It's secure. It's a space saver. We don't have to worry about filing, where we're going to put the files, purchasing file cabinets, and paper file folders. It's remote access. The judges and the legal public and court personnel can access the information from the convenience of their offices. So therefore, we have a lot of things going on. I want to point out something to you. Like I said, we have 6 full-time people. When I came to the clerk's office in 1983, 36 years ago, we had 5 people. 36 years, we've increased our staff by 1 person. I think that says something. I would not be here tonight if I didn't feel the necessity to have an additional person. I think to continue to provide the services that we do, that we're going to need a full-time person, and I do ask for your favorable consideration in this regard. I know that there's a lot of folks here tonight that are going to have requests, and I appreciate their position as well. Do you all have any questions?
That's the only increase you're asking for, is just
That is the full-time position, and like I said, I have part-time money right now of $13,500, I believe. So it would be an increase of $13,959.
If I could just, I would mention, not specific to Ms. Byer's budget, but in our buildings and grounds budget relative to the clerk's office, last year we had plugged in our original draft of the budget, $20,000 from architectural work. That money was removed. If you've been into their space, immediately as you walk into the courthouse doors, their office is on the left, and you walk in that office door and you walk right into this workspace for the folks in there. It's just not conducive for those folks in that space. So we have that money again in the initial draft of the budget already included to do the architectural work. Now, last year it was removed, but I would just mention that. And it is a much needed improvement to that.
And that's $20,000?
And one more thing I forgot to point out, if I may. You know, I said we received 1 position, well, within 36 years, and that position came from when Clifton Forge reverted to a town. And I think, I went back and did a little research. I found some information that my former clerk had, Mr. Wolf, that it appeared that we were entitled to 1.83 positions. And they gave us 1 when Clifton Forge, in fact, had 3 full-time positions. So we got 1 position to compensate for the Clifton Forge workload.
We owe you a .83.
Pardon? You owe me another one? You want to give me 2? Okay.
Any other questions?
I'm good.
Thank you all for the opportunity to be here tonight. May we be excused?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.